Hey, Commander, I think Val wants us to discuss strategy.
Or I could just be misunderstanding the noises I'm hearing from her.
I'm going to lend a hand at the exclusions.
Since the schism, the Protector had Yeah.
Have you acquired the scholarship we asked for? Wonderful. Please deposit the titles in that drawer there, and we will review it forthwith. Excellent timing. We're nearly finished reviewing the materials you brought us. Oh, well now, this is unexpected. The arguments in this text seem to have highlighted a teleological flaw I fear my own argument shares. You too, huh? Under certain conditions, de-escalation becomes impossible, leading to negative outcomes, including outright annihilation. An annihilated entity cannot advance the plan.
But maybe annihilation itself serves a purpose we're simply unaware of. You were right before. Participating in a war only produces an entropic feedback loop.
Interesting. Unless I'm mistaken, you advocated just the opposite at the start. It seems each of us has evolved our positions.
Given your stance, I expect you'll want armor over a weapon. You can retrieve it from the same drawer where you deposited our research materials.
We appreciate your time. If you have a spare 4 hours, feel free to stay and observe our period of silent, sustained reading. Otherwise, until we next confer.
The information collected on the peace talks has been verified, Commander. As time is a factor, this unit suggests heading to Greater Tranquility Station as soon as you are able.
Should we consider going in with a plan this time? Or is it going to be another improvised free-for-all? Stakes are high. If DeVries sabotages the peace talks, war will continue. Don't need to be a seer to divine that.
Not to mention paying her back for the lives she's already taken.
Records indicate Greater Tranquility is a derelict station. Consequently, the ideal route to reach the main chamber for the peace talks will be through its underbelly. Be advised, in the absence of Victor, status deceased, and his explosives, Agent DeVries and her team will be committed to a frontal assault. Due to delays incurred while saving the Order hostages, DeVries also has the codes to control the station's security automechanicals, and will assuredly deploy them against you, Commander. Additionally, per the Earth Directorate Manual, when lacking equivalent combat forces, determination and vast amounts of ammunition may make up the difference.
You know where I stand. This war's taken too many good folk from us. I'll be damned if I let DeVries add to that number.
I'm coming with you. Who better to make DeVries pay for Horizon Point than a pair of her own phantoms? Would have been a shame if DeVries was the reason for us falling out too.
Confirming coordinates for Greater Tranquility Station. Confirmed. Use the astrogator when you are ready to navigate to the station, Commander.
Careful now.
You sure haven't lost any of your boundless energy?
No time to goggle the rift, Commander. We've got to get to DeVries.
Good evening. On behalf of everyone in Auntie's family, I want to thank our hosts for securing this wonderfully austere venue to begin our negotiations for peace. With tensions being patched in Golden Ridge, I am certain we can both profit from a merger. But surely the good Vicar Laureate and his fellow shareholders have some thoughts?
Madam Vice President, I and my fellow counselors remind you that this is no merger, but an alliance. By ending the war, we may focus on the true threat to our society, the rifts.
Be still, Cadre. But don't let this interloper out of your sight. It's you, is it not? The one Agent DeVries warned me to expect? Well, see here. If you intend to stop me, you're far too late. Preposterous. Our mission to stop the talks is a righteous one. Why would I ever jeopardize it for the likes of you?
This one's a potential font of useful information, dear. You just need to administer the proper application of force.
You do no such thing. My willpower is stout, my loyalty unshakable. And even if by some low chance you could extract my knowledge, you'll never truly understand. If our deaths buy Agent DeVries and our comrades the time they need, so be it. But you've not seen the mechanicals we procured, not how extensive security measures were in these old places. Doubt you should make a dent, even with your firepower. But it doesn't matter what you do. The rest of our team is pushing forward. Agent DeVries is right. The only way to save us from destruction is to save the Order from itself. Oh, merciful law, please, no. I'll tell you what you want to know. Look, there, on the console behind me. It has all you need to know about Agent DeVries' plans. I swear it. Oh, and you'll find another team ahead wrangling the automechs. They are to secure the station while Agent DeVries makes for the forum chamber. She plans to eliminate the delegates before negotiations are concluded, so you ought to move fast. Now, with your leave, we'll make our retreat.
If only all our foes yielded so easily. Let's review the data, shall we?
regarded as...
We need to find us a fuse to get this whole thing operational again.
Is good. If the Protectorate's own leader is beyond his death, he and his ilk won't anticipate an alliance.
He's not my sovereign.
Yes, right. Well, landing a strike against the Protectorate in this state will be something like wrangling and galloping redworms.
I am unfamiliar, but I presume that to mean it will be without exertion. If so, then you are perhaps even more ignorant of Arcadia than I calculated. The sovereign, Guardian, is as ineffective as you suggested, but his advisor, the consul, is not. These executions, these impulsive attacks, are solely his influence.
So, your previous sovereign was rather draconian himself, if your own history books are to be believed. Do not act like the current rot emerged from nowhere.
I could perhaps say the same for you and your reputation for putting profits over people. But instead, I suggest we pivot our discussion back to the real matter at hand.
Looks like those mechs are on their side. Shame. Could have been useful.
Yes? Wait for a minute! Your activity is found! Causation determined. Taking cover. Maintaining countermeasures. Release. Clearly, you are the lowest denominator.
quick mental calculations, I do see merit in your last declaration. It was astonishingly logical, in fact.
How charming that I've surprised an esteemed man such as yourself. In turn, I wish to thank you for toning down your bloviating. I feared we'd still be here next fiscal quarter.
Yes, you must be quite busy between product launches and counting bits. But I will be here as long as it takes to ensure the Order isn't taken advantage of by duplicitous actors. I'd like to discuss your efforts on Paradise Island. We may have no physical presence there, but we are ever watchful. Suggest that matters have been delicate.
Yes, but things have taken somewhat of a turn. After the Protectorate destroyed their own relay out of madness, we have seen little resistance to our residents.
Well, we welcome the news of your advances. However, it is worrisome that it took the assistance of a freelancer for you to finally hold. Worrisome indeed.
Let us turn our attentions once more to Golden Ridge. I am grateful we could come to an accord after that unfortunate attack on Outpost Opportunity, but many questions remain.
Of course. Allow me to offer this bit of data, then. The true culprit of the attack was a proctor named Svoboda. My brave colleagues found her out and promptly executed her.
Ah, so the Order is capable of decisive action. I had doubts after hearing about your monastery. Even though the hostages yet live, this quite under your purview.
I would remind you that we because of our quick and accurate analysis of the situation. I do not appreciate insinuations that we allow chaos to run rampant on our watch. Chances are high that any erratic variable is a result of your people meddling in our affairs.
Ridiculous. Next you'll be claiming we're to blame for all of your past failures. Why, the mere prediction of our arrival years ago sent you into a dizzy. Isn't that right?
According to my analysis, neither of our parties has enough goodwill with the other to proceed directly to an alliance. A swift end to the war is highly improbable.
You had to run a quaint predictive model to come to that conclusion? Did your numbers give any insight into making this more worth my while?
Good spot from what I used to...
estimation, if we formed an alliance, say, within the next month, we would see returns within days. The market...
Which metrics?
Oh, you see, I'm renowned for my ability to read a room, as we call it in my business, where common sense meets observational data, you might say.
I'm starting to get an eerie feeling, like someone's got their lamps on us.
We've got the override codes. Let's use them on these mechs. Control should be nearby.
We'll go no further, infidel. This next stop will miss. What are you doing down there? I hear you scampering around like a little sprat. Oh. What are you doing down there? I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat.
Estimating aggression by 3.8%.
Oh. I can hear you scampering around, sprat. Oh, have you given up?
Predicting bloodshed.
What are you doing down there?
Risk levels increasing.
Oh, have you given up?
Threat nullified.
I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. What are you doing down there? I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat.
Refraining from a gratuitous battle cry to improve combat efficiency by 1.4%.
Have you given up?
Puppet returns to the equation, displaying customary intimidation.
What are you doing down there?
Obviating.
What are you doing down there?
Atone for your logical fact.
I can hear you sound like a little sprat. Scampering around like a little sprat. What are you doing down there? Oh, have you given up? Oh, have you given up? Scampering around like a little sprat.
Threat assessment confirmed.
What are you doing down there? Oh, have you given up? What are you doing down there? I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. Oh, you're giving up?
Predicted.
I can hear you scampering around like a little sprat. What are you doing down there?
over a merger, an alliance. And yet, our parties will still be at each other's throats by the end of this. Is this really what you want?
It'd be foolish to even consider an alliance when you so clearly wish to bend Arcadia to Auntie's will. Should the fighting intensify, and it shall, it will be due to your pride. Presiding Bishop Ruth Bassar already possesses the foresight necessary to lead a colony and better its people. Until you acknowledge this, I fear we will never reach an accord.
Foresight pales in comparison to action. We acquired Fairfield from the Protectorate. You recall? This was a decisive victory over a strategic location which promises high returns.
So you think your people should rule? Shall I remind you that you failed to gain ground or even take the Vox relay yourself? Arcadian matters are best suited for Arcadians. We actively collect data to understand how to serve our people, after all. Look no further than the Abbot, who welcomed refugees to Matriarch's mercy.
Yet he struggled to feed and house them properly. The poor man was clearly overwhelmed that he couldn't see his right hand was actively undermining him, even with his data.
Meanwhile, Auntie's choice has done little to alleviate the refugee crisis it helped create. Indeed, my perceptions may be accurate.
Oh, there they are. Right out in the open. Best speed this up. We can't have got law before DeVries goes through with the plan.
Your bishop should continue these talks. We'd be happy hosts. We do enjoy dazzling guests with a tour of our stolen artifacts.
There is only a 14% chance that you are jesting. No. If anyone in Arcadia is fit to host such discussions, it is Presiding Bishop Bassar. Anyone else would be an insult.
Damn you. You have a nasty habit of arriving at the wrong time, Commander.
It's over, Augustine. Nowhere left to run. No more lies you can peddle or people you can burn. Your rewards come due.
Abara, I was unaware of your survival until recently. Believe it or not, I was happy you survived. But to see you still seeking solace in the Commander's shadow is disappointing. You could have done anything with your life. Shrugged off the bad memories. But now you're both here to meddle. Law knows why. Oh, and once you stop me, will you stop speaking for him too? I've no interest in continuing this little reunion. What happened in Horizon Point, well, I had no choice but to do as I did. And I'm prepared to do the same again. These delegates you came to save, I'm killing them both, and any hope for peace will die along with them. This is the only way if we hope to close the rifts before it's too late. Do you now fancy yourself a hero? Just because you saved the hostages in the monastery and gave me a slight advantage? An easy choice compared to the one I was forced to make. It was the Seers who came to me back then. They showed me their data, proving that the Protectorate's rift experiments would lead to our galaxy's destruction. I didn't want to believe them. But as more and more of their predictions came to pass, I knew I had to act. I had to destroy Horizon Point and its research to prevent annihilation.
That's... law! Augustine, you could have told us what you were planning instead of letting us blunder into a trap.
No, I couldn't have. Had I deviated from the plan even the slightest amount, it could have jeopardized everything. I had to avert a far worse disaster. By any means. I'm trying to finish what I started 10 years ago. The Order was doing nothing about these damned rifts. They'd abandoned the mission. It's fallen to me to save us from them. I learned of a prototype rift modulator in a lab on Praetor. I brought down the Earth Directorate satellite for its rift data. These are the keys to controlling the rifts, I know it. The Order alone should have this power. They can be trusted to close the rifts. But if they share this knowledge with Auntie's choice, the entire galaxy's existence will be at risk. You know who these corporatists are, how they deal with their competitors. Imagine now how a war spurred by greed might be won, when fought with rifts instead of guns. You see? The Order must not sacrifice their principles for a childish attempt at peace. If they don't complete the mission they started, everything I have done will have counted for nothing.
Enough! Just enough, Augustine. I can't listen to any more of these excuses. I've got all the answers I needed, Commander. She's gone over the threshold and ain't no bringing her back. Best we make this quick, before she can hurt anyone else.
You think you have it in you to pull the trigger, Ibarra?
Had 10 years to practice. Give the order, Commander. Commander, this is for Wade. For Eric and Helen. And for everyone else's futures you tried to burn.
Do what you must.
Let me know when you need it,
Good riddance. Disastrous to imminently catastrophic. This seems... well, we should run.
This is an urgent message for all Earth Directorate agents. The spatial rift situation has deteriorated significantly. The rifts threatening a majority of our colonies and our Earth Directorate bases, including this one, have entered their final stages. If you see a rift that looks like this, you are in grave danger. You have at most a matter of months before everything in your local system is destroyed. The seriousness of this situation cannot be overstated. Therefore, Directive Alpha Omega is hereby invoked. You are fully authorized to do everything in your power to find a way to close the rifts. Along with this message, the entirety of our rift data has been sent to your local surveillance satellite. Analyze this data. Law willing, you will find a way to unlock any secrets it has resisted yielding to us. The fate of humanity now depends on you.
Acknowledging receipt of emergency mission parameters update, including activation of Directive Alpha Omega. Commander is now released from any and all agent guidelines. The full parameters are as follows. The agent has full authority to handle the mission in any manner they see fit. No exceptions. The extreme nature of stated emergencies supersedes any other considerations. I have also detected competing priorities in the new mission objectives. The surveillance data from the satellite confirms DeVries's assertion of a prototype modulator on Praetor that may be used to manipulate rifts. Acquisition is required to be able to bypass any new or existing miniature ground-level rift anomalies you may encounter. You are also tasked with finding a way to process the Earth Directorate rift data. The archive computer on Cloister would be best suited to this purpose. The prototype rift modulator is located within the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. Information on the center indicates it is a laboratory dedicated to the study of rifts. Reaching the lab may involve violence. A protectorate blockade has been erected between our designated landing pad and the center. Studies have shown that popular cakes, such as those produced by Auntie's Choice, often contain greater amounts of allowable defects, such as hair, insects, and mammalian excreta. Consumption of such products is not recommended. Understood. No further reminders will be provided regarding cake. Both Auntie's Choice and the Order have previously controlled the archive, and may be open to working with you to regain access. Seeking their assistance is recommended. Coincidentally, both delegates also escaped the station and have sent messages expressing gratitude. It seems they feel they owe you their lives and have asked to meet with you at their respective headquarters. Returning to mission objectives. Do you have a preference for which to pursue first, Commander? Acknowledged. Due to the rift's expansion, both Cloister and Praetor show a high preponderance of miniature rifts. Proceed with caution. It is worth noting that the Order of the Ascendant is headquartered on Cloister. You have also received a message from Auntie's Choice. This unit can relay its contents now, should you wish. The message has also been sent to your private terminal. Greetings, morally gray potential contractor. You've been pre-selected for membership in Auntie's Choice Esteemed and Valuable Disposable Agent Program. Report on board the ACS Undisputed Claim for details on this exciting opportunity. Signed, Auntie Cleo. It appears you now have permission to visit Auntie's Choice headquarters aboard its flagship, Commander. You may use the Astrogator to navigate there at any time.
So, that's it then. DeVries dead, justice served. Galaxy still needs saving, but we'll get to that. I can almost hear Helen now, spouting off about how it took us long enough. I once thought DeVries the upper limit of what an agent could be. Certainly everything I aspired to be. Tough, brave, smart, and now she's dead. By our hand. Thought I'd feel relief or something akin to it. But mostly I just feel unbalanced. Like a mech with gimbals on the fritz. Yeah, had a suspicion you're working the same problem. DeVries earned her grave, sure enough. So why does killing her feel like... hell, I don't know, putting out a star? Damn. And here I was hoping you'd have some pearls of wisdom to drop on me. Don't suppose you have any advice on how to move forward from here? Yes, Commander.
Appreciate you making time to listen to me jawing on about all this.
Might need a few to work through my thoughts, but I'll be ready for whatever comes next. Don't you fret.